Hello friends, today we will learn OSPF LSA type 3. What is OSPF LSA type 3? It is called a summary LSA. Why it is called summary LSA? Because the routes, whatever network is available in this area, it will send a summary to router 3 or router 2 will send it to router 3. And this LSA is generated by ABR. Here in scenario there are R1, R2, R3, R4 and R5 routers. It is in area 1, it is in area 2 and this R3 is in area 0. So what will happen? This ABR will generate this LSA. Normally type 1 and type 2 LSA remains in the area. But if router 5 want to communicate with router 1, it must have some routes. So the routes will propagate through LSA type 3. Who will generate it? It is generated by this router 2. So router 2 will generate that ABR and it will float to other areas. So router 3 will have, for this network, it will have a route advertised by this ABR, and for this network it will have a route advertised by this ABR. So it will have both route but advertised by different ABRs. Same way, when these routes are passed from R3 to R2, then it will regenerate that LSA and send it to router 1. If you will see in router 1, earlier these routes in router 3 are shown originated by this ABR, but now it will regenerate, and router 1, if you want to see this route, it will be available in R1 with advertised router as router 2 as it has regenerated it. So ABR takes the information that is learned in one area and describes and summarizes it for another area in the summary link state advertisement. The link state ID of type 3 LSA is the destination network. As we have seen in LSA type 2 and type 1, there is one link state ID. Here in type 3, that link state ID field will contain the network information. Means here it will, if you will see LSA, then you will have 30.0.0 network. Same way for 40.0.0.0 network in the place of link state ID. ABR do not forward type 1 and type 2 LSA between areas to improve OSPF scalability. If he will send all the routes in all area or LSA in all area, then there will be a problem and it will have more traffic in each area. So to improve OSPF scalability, this type 3 LSA comes into picture. Summary LSA are floated in a single area only but are regenerated by ABR to float into other area. Summary LSA normally floats in this area, but it is sent to other area by this LSA type 3, which is originated by this router 2 or ABR router. So it will regenerate the things which it is getting from these routers or these routers. By default, OSPF do not summarize group of continuous networks, so it can cause a floating problem in large network. Best practice, use manual summarization ABR to limit information exchange between area. So what happens, normally OSPF do not summarize the route. So what will happen, if it will not summarize the route, it will have each route sent to other area. So it will also create a problem. So best practice is to summarize the routes in ABR, then send it to another area. So this is the LSA type 3. In next video we will do lab for the same, and we will see what is inside this LSA and how to configure the things and what is inside that LSA. Please keep in touch and please watch our next video to understand this OSPF LSA topic completely, because it is very important topic for any point of view, for exam or for your career. Thank you.